Now, good afternoon. Welcome to our live stream for today. We did in 6th standard yesterday, and it's nearly like a practice. I hope you can all hear me clearly. I can see messages coming up on the screen here. I will not know. Yesterday was about a 1 minute delay because the net was a bit slow. So sometimes you'll have to be patient. If you can hear me now, then just let me know, isn't it? Okay, I can already tell there's probably about 1 minute delay in the live stream. So don't stress about that. If you put a question, I will see it a bit later, and I will be able to. Do you understand how there can be a lag? I'm sure you can all understand there can be a lag, i.e. that as I'm speaking, you might not hear it for maybe 20 seconds later, something like that. Okay, but the flow of the video will always be the same. That's fine. So look, we're going to do 7th IMO from 2018-2019. We'll do the full paper if we have time. We'll do as many questions as we can in 1 hour. Yes. Some students from 8th and 7th standard also have joined, I think. Yeah, if they want like that. Okay, just for extra practice. Okay, well, the format will be, we'll bring a question up on the screen. Hopefully most of you will think, oh, that's very, very simple. You'll be able to do it yourself. You can put the answer, the correct option in the comments, like if you want to. Okay, so we'll start now. Okay, so that's your first question. Read that. There's a certain relationship between figures 1 and 2. Establish a similar relationship between figures 3 and 4 by selecting a suitable figure from the options that would replace it. So if I look at figures 1 and 2, well, clearly I can see that they are revolving clockwise, and the color is changing. I'm going clockwise. Anti-clockwise, I was right the first time, anti-clockwise. Okay, anti-clockwise and changing the color. Yes, so if you look at, for example, that circle in the first drawing is in the south position, let's say, and then in the second figure it's in the east, etc. I think that's an easy one. Put in the comments there if you have already selected the right answer. So if I follow the same pattern from 3 to 4, well, I know then that pointing downwards will be the element that is on the complete left. Yes, so looking through my options, and I would need that color to be black.
They are saying in the comments.
Yeah, and I'm just checking what people have got. People are all going with option A, and option A would be correct. Is that fine? Okay, some people went with option D, but check to see what might be wrong if you went with option D. Okay, so I think that's easy enough. Check that for yourselves after. Okay, A is definitely correct. Right, next question. Right, this is where you need to be a little bit systematic. So I would start with the biggest square, so that the full figure makes a square. Yes, I'm pointing towards the screen. You can't see it, but the next biggest square is diamond shape in your drawing, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, that makes 2. And then if I go with bigger squares again, well, I've got 4 squares that make up that
Biggest.
Yeah, they make up the biggest square. So now I've got 6 already. Yes. Okay. What other squares can I see then? Well, I can see smaller squares that make up that diamond. Do you understand what I'm talking about? The diamond pattern. You get another 4 in that one. Yes. And that will give me a total of. I'm not going to give you an answer. See who comes at the answer for question 2. So now as you're putting your answers up, you want to just put question 2 or whatever, like that, so you're not confusing with the first one, yes? So going back to that, start with be systematic. Yeah, Parish Pandya, very, very good. I like that answer. I'm going with 10 also, yes? Okay, so I think everybody's going with 10. That seems straightforward enough. Yep. Okay, I don't think, yeah, lots and lots of 10s, very good. Right, move on to question 3. Okay, there you can explain that one.
Okay, so first of all, I'll read the question. Find the missing number if the same rule is followed in all the 3 figures. So first of all, we'll need to find the figure. So here you'll have to think a bit smart. that there are 4 numbers on the corners of a square and there is one in the middle one. So you can try different things for yourself. We can use all the operations in that.
Wait a moment till you can get it.
Yes, you can try it for yourselves.
I think a lot of you will get that yourselves. So there's obviously some operation you have to do with those 4 numbers that are around the outside to get the middle number,
One, yeah.
yes? So you'd be experimenting with adding, subtracting, different things you could do like that. You might get very lucky, and I see somebody's somebody has already put the correct option. Pansri, Pandya, and yeah, it's put the correct option. Very good. Okay, so go ahead and tell them the technique then.
Okay, so I'll tell you the answer. So the technique is like in the first figure if we see, the first one is like 52 and 63 at the bottom corners. So we'll have to add those and subtract that from the top ones that are 24 and 48. So we'll get 43. So you have to apply in the same one. 39 plus 42 minus 26 plus 29. So you'll get 26. And you can do the same one. 94 plus 85 minus 52 plus 63. So you'll get a 64 as your answer.
Yeah, very good. So many people got the right answer. Very good. Shows you're smart people. Yeah. Joanna, it's showing like a waiting symbol on your. I think he does that. Is that he can do like that? Is it?
Yeah, that is an emoji, I think.
Emoji like that. Okay. Joanna, but you must be getting all these very simply. They're very easy enough. Yeah. When you carry on question. So question 4 we're going to bring up now. Right, certain code. This is a very simple pattern that's happening here. Employees is written as that. Obviously not a real word. How will we write furniture? So looking at the relationships between the letters in the word employees and DLOK, etc. Yeah, I think that is very simple, that one. So if you want, you can write that out. What's the relationship between D and E in the alphabet, L and M in the alphabet? I think a very simple relationship.
Yeah, this one is easier, but in some of them you can get complicated like that.
Yeah. I think even for So once you decide what that pattern is, then do it with furniture and see what the right answer should be. We're putting up solutions. Are they putting for, yeah, was this for?
Yeah.
D is wrong, not the way one. Yeah, again, I see Bansri seem to be doing good. Tirtha. I can't get feedback direct. Now we're getting some. So when I look at employees, well, D comes immediately before E in the alphabet. L becomes immediately before M. And O comes directly before
P,
etc. So we can tell then that in our new code, what letter comes before F, which is obviously E, what letter comes E. Yeah, so we're now beginning to see, if you look at the pattern there, you now know it's going to be A or C, isn't it? You have to follow it through, and very quickly you will find that the answer is. Yeah, most people are going to C, isn't it? So let's follow that through.
we can determine that A and C can be 2 possible outcomes. We can continue till
let me see. Right answer. Because D, and if I look at the last letter, is E, and what comes immediately before E? It's D. Yep. So option C is correct, as many people are putting. Josh, very good. Rudraj Jadeja, very good. Marmik, Hetvi, Shrishti, Jitraj Gohil, Millet, Bansri. Excellent. Science side C, whoever that is. Dude Learner, very good.
Science side is
Joshi, very good. Tirtha, so all doing very good. Okay, good questions. Right, next question.
Okay.
Right, so here is the net of the cube. If I fold that in my mind, R is going to be opposite K. The full circle is going to be opposite the half circle. The blank will be opposite D. Yes? So from that then, Compare the figures that they're giving to you. Is the relationship between K and D, and we look at A, for example. Is that possible? It is absolutely possible.
Yeah.
No, A is the correct option for that. Time to look at that properly for yourself. Again, if you look at the other options, well, clearly C is not possible. C is not possible. The dot could not be adjacent to the circle. Rule that out. We look at the relation in D, of D and a half-filled circle. So I think a lot of people are finding that, well, are getting mixed answers here, but A is definitely the correct option for that. Yes. Some people are putting D. Well, clearly, if you look at the D, the back part of the D, and the half-filled circle should be the opposite side of the D.
D can't be, because D has to be opposite the blank one, and here it is adjacent, so it can't be.
Okay. I think straightforward enough.
So, next question.
Yeah. Put this on the board. Okay. So have a look at that while we complete that on the board. Complete on the board. You try and solve it yourself. We'll then put it up on the board for you. Is that fine? Very quickly there, we're out of time. Please tell me. Okay, go. The numbers. You take down that image and you can talk about that. Yeah.
So here, first of all, question tells us that Ali is standing at a point, and then he started walking 10 kilometers towards north. Then he walked 10 kilometers. Then after that, he takes a right turn and walks 2 kilometers. So he's going towards the east now. Then he again takes a left turn. Then he's walking 6 kilometers straight. So he'll be going in a north direction, and then he's taking a left turn again. So he's going in the west direction. So the answer clearly is 6D.
Yeah, very good. I see Divi Roy, Krisha, many people all getting the correct answer. Yeah, Radharaj, Jadeja, Twani, Angel, all of you. Very good. Excellent. Right, next question is about sets. Okay, so we have to find relationships between these animals, elephants and wolves. If I want to draw that, I wouldn't draw it like that. I like that. Did you put that up there?
When someone subscribes, it comes like that.
Oh, I see. Very good. Somebody just subscribed. Please subscribe if you haven't already subscribed before. Please do subscribe. Well done to that person who's already done that.
Dharmi Trivedi.
Dharmi, thank you so much. That's very interesting seeing that. What was that ran across the screen?
That is an animation that we have put. Who subscribes?
Well, it looks like a
zombie running out, just to make it funny like that.
A zombie. Right. If I'm doing the relationship to an animal, you've got a rough book with you. Will you remember that if I take that picture off the screen now? I think a lot of people are saying, I wouldn't go with that. So animals, elephants and wolves, if I'm drawing that, you'll have to take that down. We'll take this down for a minute and we'll put the picture back up. Yes? So if I want to draw animals, elephants and wolves, that's how I would draw because all elephants are part of animals.
Yeah, and all wolves are part of.
Yeah, okay, and there'll be no overlap between these. So we can rule out that option. Graduates, teachers and human beings. Well, I'm going to assume that all teachers are human beings for this. Okay. So
human beings.
Yeah, that's my human being circle. So no alien teachers, no zombie teachers, no dogs or cats teaching, things like that. Not allowed. Only human beings in this particular question. Teachers and graduates. I think I would have an overlap like that because some teachers, can be graduates. Yeah, they're all human beings and all of that. So that we can rule that option out. Bricks, houses and bridges. That's a very, very interesting collection. So
Yeah.
I'm going to put bricks outside. Now, I could make a house of bricks, but I can also make houses out of wood. Yes? And what's the second option I have? Bridges. I could build a bridge with steel or with wood or something like that. So these are all bricks. Some houses are built with bricks, and some bridges are built with bricks. So that would be the option that I would choose, option C. And many people, let's say you got Divi Roy, got that. Tirtha, Pankti Patel. Okay, very well done, whoever's getting those. Okay, good.
So next question.
Next question, yeah, it's about reflection, all of that. Yeah, you can talk about that one there.
So a square transparent sheet with a pattern and a dotted line on its given. Select a figure from the option which shows that given sheet when folded along the dotted line. So here you can clearly see, I think the dotted line is running halfway through the square. So imagine like if you fold the one side of that another. So how would it look like? I think it would look quite identical because it is quite symmetrical, but except that two small squares on the top of and one that dot. So if you look at that, I think the answer is B, because B has both of them, and A only has one square. And C has the same position of the rectangles, which is not correct. And D doesn't have dot on its proper place, and even the square are not in correct position.
Yeah, so I'm putting up B, and B would be the correct option.
Yeah.
That's fine. Are we clear about that? Now remember, this is going to stay online after, so if you want to go back and look at anything, you can do that also. Fine. So many B's. Millet, thank you very much. Rudra Vyas, Josh, Marmik, Mani, Pankti Patel, Angel, Josh, Pankti Patel. They keep coming, repeating. Tirtha. Great, very, very good. Okay, Zeel, well done, very, very good. Chris Shah, excellent man. Manshet, Marmik, good. It's nearly better than the Zoom calls. I can actually see your messages much quicker. I can actually read what you're saying like that. Right. I'm going to put up question number 9. I think you'll all get this by yourself. We're not going to interfere with this. Do it by yourself, see if we get the correct answer. There, you can do it on the board. Have it ready?
Yeah, and you can also try for yourself in your rough book. And we'll do it on the board, and then we'll show you the answer.
Take down the image and show it.
Yeah.
Right, have to be quick there, this problem. Okay. That's very fast. Before we had it done on the board, oh my God. Adia, very good. See all the same names coming up. You can see lots and lots of people doing it there, yeah? Okay, science side B, I don't know who you are, but very good.
Science side, Etraj.
Vandana, Tiwari.
Bansri, Marmik, Pankti.
Yeah.
Milik.
Okay, excellent, very, very good. Okay, all right, move on to a new question. That's very simple.
So answer, as you can see, is 11. So now let's move to next question. Question number 10.
Right, so you're looking for the mirror image, and that shaded part shows you where the mirror is positioned, yeah? I think it's very, very simple. I wouldn't spend much time on this question. I'm hoping answers will come up here very, very quickly. So you can imagine if the mirror image of that, well, the arrow will be the black arrow will be pointing at the black arrow closest to the mirror, wouldn't it? Yeah. Yeah, now we're catching up because there's a lag and all that, yeah? See, Josh is putting up the answer 3 times. Devashri has also put the answer. Vishti, all of that. Okay, the answers are flying in now. No need to talk about that anymore. Very, very simple question. Very good. Okay, next question then. Right. Yeah, do you want to explain this?
Yeah.
Very easy to explain.
So question number 11. Group the given figures into three classes on the basis of their identical properties using each figure only once. Means we have to group them in their identical properties. Let's say on the first one. First one has the number of sides and divided by half of that are the number of lines inside that. So you can see that 2 is not identical to 1. 3 is because it has 4 sides and only has two lines inside it. So 1, 3 and other figure you can see like that is 5. So 1, 3 and 5 are in the group. So you can cross out our options. So the possible outcomes can only be A and C. And now we can see the very simple one is 8, 9 and 6. All has dot in between and then all are going to the vertices. So I think the option is C, 11C. So let's see who is putting up C. Yeah,
Easy.
there is a lag, so
Yeah.
okay, I can see now. Yeah,
Yashvi put up C.
yeah.
There's a bit of a lag, so that we're
Once
a handicap. Yeah. So now
we just we need see someone keyword is
spamming the chat. Okay. Somebody, Kebal, if you're spamming the chat, you're going to be in very serious trouble because I will find you and I will make sure that you will be not doing nothing like that in this class. So who's that Kebal? I'm going to make a note of you now. I will be talking to your parents later today. Contact me urgently.
Mind your own business.
Yeah. Smart Learning Zone, Dwanit, if you want to have any personal thing, close off my meeting, go out and talk to that person elsewhere. You're disturbing other people. Thank you for warning me about that. So I will find out who you are today, and I'm going to deal with that problem very, very seriously. We're spending good time and effort to do this for you. If you don't want to be in this class, get out. Go and do something else. Right, next question. Sorry about that. Right, question number 12. This look is very, very simple question. If you look at how you can create patterns and all that. Imagine if I was to lift up in that first box, lift that up and put it into the second box, fitting on top of the existing pattern, and the parts that overlap, I erase them. Yes, do you understand what I'm saying about that? So if I could pick up the first image, put it into the second box, on top of the parts that would match, and then I erase the matching parts, then I will be left with what is in the third box. So that should give you a very good idea. I think you'll find that very easy. Yeah, smart. Dwanit, I know you're very, very helpful. Please identify that person to me, and I will deal with that very, very seriously. I'm not going to tolerate any of that. Dwanit, thank you very much. Please talk to me later, will you? Okay. I do trust you, Dwanit, to sort out properly. I don't know why somebody would come in the afternoon for that nonsense. Right, lots and lots of B's coming, and B is indeed the correct answer. So you understand my explanation? If not, talk to some of the other people in the group. They can explain it to you. Well done. So many people getting it correct. How many of you got in the group? No, you don't know, do you?
39.
Right, next one. There, you're good at explaining.
Next one. Select a figure from the option which satisfies the same condition of placement of dot as in the given figure. So first of all, we'll see that there are 3 dots. One is in all 3. One is only in square and triangle, and one is only in circle and square. So we have to satisfy that condition from our options. So first of all, yeah. So you can try it for yourself first. So we look at our options now. So option number A, I think it can't be because see, there is no part where only square and triangles can meet. Okay. So let's look at option B. In option B, there is no space to get a circle and a square in a place. So that is incorrect. option C. Option C, well, can't be there because all are in circles, so can't be. So option D we can look at, and that is true because that is the only option. And you can see all the figures are joining at one place. Only square and circle is there, and only square and triangle is there. So option D is the correct answer.
Yeah.
And I can see many people are getting it correct. So
Just to explain that fully, if you look in the given diagram, the bottom dot that is outside a triangle, that tells you that there's a connection between the circle and the square only, not including the triangle, yes? So you must, that's one of the conditions you have. The dot that's inside the circle, that's inside the square, inside the triangle, means that's a combination of all three. And we also need a dot that's connecting the square and the triangle, but not connecting the circle. Okay, so well done. Everybody's coming with option D now. Excellent. Very, very good. Okay. Right, the next one then. 14. Very easy, actually. So it's about reading, really. If it is possible to make only one meaningful word with the third, sixth, and eighth letters of the word ordinates. So the third letter is D, the sixth letter is
A.
And the eighth, D-A-E. Well, clearly, there is no word that you can make with D-A-E. That's very, very clear, okay?
Yeah.
So if no meaningful word is formed, then give X as the answer. So that's very, very simple.
Yeah, so 14C is the correct option.
Yeah. So give it time. That will catch up.
Yeah.
So read that to yourselves again. Make only one meaningful word with the third, sixth, and eighth letters of the word ordinate. The word answer. But if no meaningful word, okay, and E, and the correct option is
C.
okay.
Yeah, so many people are putting that. I can see, yeah.
Now, I'm going to let Vera explain the relationship ones. The relationship ones can be quite tricky sometimes. Anyway, give that a go, yeah?
So, question number 15. So, Rima is sister of Vipin. Sudha is mother of Vipin. Jagdish is father-in-law of Sudha. How is Rima related to Jagdish? So, you can try it for yourself, think about it, and I'll write that on board for you.
Please subscribe, those who haven't subscribed. Someday, if you want to do what Theria is doing, you can also do that. But you have to put the work in. He's put in a few hours' work. All these questions go up on the screen. They all have to be photographed, cropped, uploaded. It's quite a bit of work. So I'd be very happy for some of you to do that also. You have to tell me you want to do it, and we'll help you out with that. Is that fine? Apart from that, so far, people will be scoring very, very good in this test. Remember, this whole paper would take only 1 hour. So that's the issue. You'll have a time factor as well, isn't it? You have to keep your speed up. Now, I see people putting option C. Lots of C's coming up there. And you were all correct. Anyway, you can show that.
So this is a cycle. First of all, they told Rima and Vipin are sisters and brothers. And Sudha is the mother of Vipin. Then Sudha is mother of Rima also. Then they have told that Jagdish is father-in-law of Sudha. So Jagdish is the grandfather of Vipin and Rima. So how is Rima? So Rima is the daughter of granddaughter. Yeah, sorry, granddaughter.
Option C, granddaughter. Yeah. Okay. Some of those can be a bit tricky because a lot about reading, isn't it? They're obviously designed to be confusing. Right. Now you're getting on to some maths. That's the logic section over. So
Question number 16.
Yeah, you can write all on the board.
Yeah. So if 3/7 of 64% of x or 21 is 1280, then find the value of x. So you can try that out, and we will also do that.
That times that 10.
X or 21.
64% of that. 4 over 100 times times yes, 1280. Do your calculations quickly. In the I'll give you a couple of minutes because a bit of calculation involved in that, isn't it? Don't just rush into an answer. Write that down and try it. So 3/7 of 64% of x over 21. Well, it's multiplication of all of those, isn't it? Answer is big enough. Okay. Fraction probably cut everything first, isn't it? Right, we'll show you that. Don't know if people have got that answer. Oh, some people have, I think. Yeah, very, very quick. Seriously, very, very good. Well done.
Let's see. Okay, so this is the answer. So 3 over 7 times 64 over 100 times x over 21 equals 1280. So you can solve that for yourself. 64 x over 4900 equals 1280. Then x equals 1280 times 4900 over 64, and you can calculate answer is 98,000.
64 is percentage of in fraction form, as you know, is 64 of 100. Yeah? Okay, very good. So many people got that correct. Very seriously, very, very good. Okay, well done.
Rehan, hi.
Rehan, very good. Well done for joining us. Drew sent a message.
Steel, Mahi, through.
Okay, good.
Yashvi, Etvi.
Right. Next one then, simplify. Because this, even for 8th standard, tricky enough question, some of these. You'll see the next one. Right. Simplify this. Try it for yourselves. We'll do it on the board. And great. Well done, all of you who have turned up for this. It's definitely not going to make you less intelligent. It's going to increase your ability to think and do some quite interesting. So you know what you're going to be able to subtract here, don't you? Yeah. So I think, look, Rehan, Mahichohan, yes, Marmik, well done, all of you, very, very good. Look, very glad to see you here doing this thinking and doing something interesting, isn't it? Okay, we'll take that image down to show you from the board then. Yeah, so now we're subtracting because it's division.
Yeah, so we can subtract, so P and P can go. Minus 8 minus 11, so minus 8 plus 11. So 2 to the 3 times 3 cube minus 3 cube, that's gone. So minus 12 minus 15, so minus 12 plus 15. So that will leave us with 2, 3. So the answer is 2 to the 6.
Option B. So I think, yeah, that's a little bit tricky for some people. So you can see that clearly on the board. I hope you can see that on the board. So first you're removing brackets. Obviously I'm doing P minus P. I'm doing 3Q minus 3Q. I could separate that out, couldn't I? I could rewrite that as 2 to the p times 2 to the minus 8, couldn't I? In each of those, and consequently cut the... Yeah, but I can do it in one step like that. Is that clear?
Yeah. See.
Are we still going with d? Where are we getting d for that? 2 to the 4. So minus 8 minus minus 11. Minus 8 plus 11. 3 difference, isn't it?
What's D last? No.
I presume those answers are coming. Sometimes it might be useful to put which question number. So we're
I
on
think the
question
stream is
17.
delayed. Yeah, it is having a lag.
Ah, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm getting nervous if everybody thinks that's option D.
Answers are reaching them late.
Okay. Yeah, thanks for that, Ray, and thanks for telling us because we don't know that, yes? Oh, I should be able to see it. Will I see it on there? No. It's fine, isn't it? Okay, so it's coming very late, isn't it?
No, see here we are explaining.
There's something wrong because for those people, all the answers coming D, isn't it? Rayhan, have you put answer for 17 yet? Have you?
Yeah, D is telling.
What chance of getting? How are you getting D? Where to say D for 17? How are you getting D? 3. Did we do any mistake in that? No, 3. Cute, isn't it?
Minus 8 minus 11. I think that's how they're getting.
Can you show the options later? Oh, sorry. Okay, some of you might, because we took that down. Maybe they can't see the option. Put that back up for a couple of minutes. So those were the options.
Option A is 2 to the option B is 2 to the 6, option C 2 to the 3, option D 2 to the 4. I mean, can you show the options again? My phone, the stream is freezing.
Okay, so I see Marmick is saying it's freezing a bit. Yeah, we'll put the options up there again, okay? That might be causing some confusion. Yeah, this is a good question, isn't it? Okay, look, we're going to go ahead with that. And correct answer, yeah.
Yeah, they all started B, yeah.
Okay. Question number 18. Have a look. There, you read it to my draw. So.
Okay. So, question number 18. In the given figure, if angle A equals 2 times angle B, if angle ACD equals 2 times angle DCB, then find the measure of angle DCB plus the angle B. So, it is very simple. You can try it for yourself, and we are also going to do on whiteboard. Then we'll show you the answer.
Alright, so that's a little bit tricky, but very, very simple. If you label that properly and write in exactly what they've told you, if you write that in, I think you're going to find that very simple. Okay, we're going to take that image down just to show you what we have on the whiteboard.
So here is a triangle.
Suppose
So angle A equals 2 times angle B.
we call angle B x, therefore angle A has to be 2x.
And angle ACD is 2 times angle BC and B. So this is y and this is 2y.
Now, exterior angle rule.
Yeah, so exterior angle rule is this angle is equal to the sum of the opposite angles of that. So we can apply that rule here and here. So we'll get x plus y plus 2x plus 2y equals a straight line that is 180. Yeah. So we'll get 3x plus 3y equals 180. So we know x plus y equals 180 divided by 3, that is 60. So we know. So we have to find the measure of angle DCB plus the measure of DBC. So x plus y, and we got x plus y equals 60. So answer is option A.
A very clever little question that, isn't it? And very, very simple when you label it properly. Okay, if something in the beginning you might look and think, oh, that's going to be very, very difficult, but it's actually relatively simple, isn't it?
Rehan, I can say 60. My Johan, A.
Yeah, Rehan, very well done. Very, very good, Rehan. Which option was 60?
A.
Yeah, option A was 60. So all those saying option A. Bansri, Johan, yeah, Jitraj. No, what's Jitraj got? 90 degrees?
Yeah.
No, Jitraj not 90.
My side, Srishti, Man.
Okay.
Everyone, Yashvi, Dharmi, Diva.
Diva, very, very good.
One Iman.
Okay, good. Let's move to the next question.
So, question number 19. So, which of the following options represents the value of P shown on the number line? So, you all can see the number line, I think.
Yeah, so what is the value of the number line first?
So, we'll find the value on the, looking at the number line, the value of P here. So, as you can see, the value of P is minus 1 integer pi over 6. Pi over 6. So we can work out with that. So we'll have to find the solution for all the options and look at them, that what would be equal to minus 1 integer pi over 6 or minus 11 over 6.
Yeah, part D, use some common sense. Part D, if I do in my mind, looking backwards, I got 2. 6 over 3 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. And I've got plus 2/3 and minus 1/3. Well, that's definitely not going to be the right answer, is it? Do you understand what I'm saying? You can use some common sense and think there's no chance that's going to be the answer. What about part A? Well, 6 over 3 is 2. 4 over 3 is 1 point. What's 4 over 3? It's 1 and 1/3.
1 over 30.
Yeah. So I'm going to have 2. So definitely not option A. Do you understand? In your mind, you can eliminate some of those, can't you? Minus 1/4 minus minus 6/4. Yes, if I look at that option there, isn't it? So it's looking very like option C. So that's what I would do. If I was doing that question, I'd look very quickly thinking, pretty sure it's not D, pretty sure it's not A, quite sure it's not B, so I'm going to test option C fully. So I won't have to calculate all of them. I'll use some common sense.
Yeah.
And I see people already, yeah, 100% sure, very, very good. Zeal, Dwani, Adia, Shri Parek, Hetvi, very, very good. Yeah, Rehan, absolutely right, not B for sure. So you're using intelligence. Yashvi, very good.
I mean, not D also.
Yeah, exactly. So Rehan is doing it the correct way, using his common sense to eliminate some points on that. Okay.
Pankti, sorry, it's C. Okay. C, I guess. So Yahan correct. Pansri, Aditya, okay.
You all know that now, yeah?
Yeah, so move on to question number 20.
Talk them through that.
Okay. In the given figure, ACD is a straight line. So you all can see ACD, that middle line. AC equals CB. So AC equals CB. All can see that. Then they are telling, and BF is parallel to DE. Find angle BAE. So BAE. So very easy. You can try it for yourself. We are going to do on whiteboard.
Carry on. I start putting in a lot of those already. What we have to find? AB.
FE.
Okay. Now we're starting to put in some numbers here. The angle we're trying to find is Where is it there?
This angle. We are trying to find this angle.
Okay, right. Okay.
So should I remove this image now?
Yeah, we got, you know what to do from there, don't you? Waiting for, oh yeah, you know that one there, don't you? Yeah. Okay, we'll remove that image, show you on the board what we're doing.
So this is a figure. So we know that this is a triangle. So 74 plus 59 we can do, and
Yeah,
subtract it
now
from
how I got those 106.
and 106.
Yeah, well, I didn't need that even because straight line here, 180 minus 106 gives me 74. Parallel lines, I know these are corresponding, so that's 59.
Yeah.
So 180 minus the sum of those will give me that angle,
Yeah.
which is
74 plus 59. And
60 plus 73. 133, isn't it? So 133 from 180.
Would give us 7 and
47. 47, yeah.
This angle here is 47.
So we found that first part of that, that's 47.
Now we have to find this angle.
Yeah.
So that I'm going to find.
A number of ways we can do that. How did I do yesterday? Because what else would tell me that? EF and D, only those two, didn't it? Oh no, it told me that AC equals CB.
So we know that this is an isosceles triangle. AC.
Yeah.
E-
Yeah,
This
so
is
I
equal.
know this
This equals
equals
that.
that there. Well, therefore,
Mhm.
when you get up and get them,
Yeah, so therefore we can tell that this angle and this angle are going to be the same. So we can tell 180 minus 106, that is going to be 74.
yeah.
So 74 divided by 2, we can tell like that. So that would be 35 plus 2. 37, and sum of this 37 plus 47 would be 84.
Four.
Correct
And
option
some
is
people were very, very quick.
B.
Yeah, some people got that ready. Josh, well done. Bansri, very quick as well.
Vashri, Shruth,
Are you clear about that explanation now? So a few things you have to watch out for there. Looking at the parallel lines, that gives us some angles. And the fact that these two sides of the triangle are equal.
Triangle ABC is isosceles, correct?
So
Yeah.
a lot of information. Okay, next question then. Okay.
I think it will be till 3:30.
Yeah, we won't get them all completed today.
21.
Select a pair of integers whose sum is minus 51. Well, we're not going to help you with that. That's far, far too easy, isn't it?
Yeah, so looking at option A only, minus 42 and plus 93.
Sign from the biggest number.
So option A is only the correct answer.
No, it's not. Because the sum of that, sorry, we're wrong. It's not that.
No. Oh,
51, isn't it?
yeah. So, no. Minus 93 plus. No, that is minus.
C, isn't it?
Yeah, so option C is correct.
Yeah. We easily have to do that question too.
Dhruv Thawarani got it, Shrishti Mehta, Rehan, Bhakti, Chitraj, Zeel, everyone. Yeah. So, this one.
Calculations. One of those questions you can look at, looking at the options that are there. Have a think about that. I'm going to tell you something about that question on the board. So try to tell me the answer to that without doing any major. You have to do little calculations, but don't do any big calculations because by process of elimination you can solve this question.
Yeah.
So I can find the area of that triangle very, very simply because the radius is 5. So half 5 times 5. Isn't it? What is it? Yeah, half 25, yeah, which is 12.25. No? Okay. The area of my circle is going to be pi, yeah, or no, or squared. Yeah, pi r squared, isn't it? 22 over 7. Radius is definitely there.
Yeah. Radius is 5.
Radius 5. So I want to do that, so I'm going to do times 25. But look, for my rough calculation, I'm going to use 3.14. In fact, I'm only going to use 3. 325s are 75. Okay? So if 75 is an approximation for that, then the right answer has to be...
66 integer 1 over 14 centimeters
No,
square.
it couldn't be anything else. All the rest will be far, far too big.
And all of them are written.
Okay?
Yeah, Krish, Etri, Man.
Everybody's getting that.
Yeah, everyone not, yeah.
That's what writing the previous one. No. Okay? Very easy. Okay, next one, very, very simple as well. I've told you how to do that very quickly. The next one up like that.
So, by how much is minus 12x plus 2y greater than the sum of minus 18x plus 6y and 5x minus 25y? So, first of all, you can do the sum of that, minus 18 plus 5x and plus 6 plus minus 25y. So, you can try it for yourself. We'll do on the whiteboard.
Next. Minus all the change of all this. Minus 6.
Yeah, so 12, so 2, 6, 6 minus 5.
Excellent. Y is minus 4.
Minus 4 plus 21, sir. Plus 21y. So I hope you all have got it. So we'll show you the answer now. So this is our way, we are done.
Remember I told you if you want to subtract something, so from this I had to subtract all of this. I can subtract by changing the signs and adding all of them, yes? Because minus outside the brackets here will change the signs all inside it. So I can do one quick time like that. Rehan's got A, B, C, D, so I think he's going to be correct with all 4 options. He's definitely going to be definitely one of those, Rehan.
Krishti, Diva, Adai, everyone. Rudra.
Congruency. We talk about congruency the next one.
So next
Right, going to put the next one up. That's very, very
24.
easy, isn't it?
Yeah.
For 7, 6 standard won't know this. 7 and 8 should know this a bit. Well, 7 we didn't do too much with this yet, I must say. Congruencies means being exactly the same.
Yeah, so by which congruency criteria? If you don't know congruency criteria, there are some congruency like SAS, SSS, AAA,
Side angled side, right angled hypotenuse side.
So these are the proof that we can use to prove that these two figures are equal like that.
Are absolutely identical.
Identical, yeah.
So here is going to be the right angle. Hypotenuse is common in both triangles. PQ is the hypotenuse of both of those. Told us that QR equals QS.
Okay. So 24B is the correct option. Yeah, it's 6 minutes here. 25. Which of the following statement is correct? So we look at it. So option A, if length of any two sides of a rectangle are 7 centimeter and 10 centimeter, then the length of this third side lies between 3 centimeter and 17 centimeter. So we can see, you can try it for yourself, but option A is the correct one. So 25A is the correct answer. Yeah, I can see all the writing the answers. Very good. 25A. So the first one, we can also try the other two ones. Is it possible to construct a unique triangle if all 3 sides are given? Then option C, an angle of 7.5 degrees can't be constructed using compass and ruler. Well, that is incorrect because 7.5 degree, which is 15. Yeah, so we can construct 60 degree with compass and ruler, Then we can bisect is 30 and we can again bisect is, so it will become 15. Option D, none of this can't be there because option A is the incorrect option. So we'll move on to the next question. Yeah, I can see everyone A. So next question. 26. Study the given figure carefully and select the correct option. So there are two questions and we have to find the answer of them.
Yeah, let's do that. It's very simple.
Okay, so you can try it for yourselves.
I think that's a very, very simple question. We don't need simple. Just take your time and do it. Check the perimeter. Don't make mistakes with perimeter. So fill some blank spaces. For example, all across the top, you have to put a measurement there, which is going to be 44 minus 12, etc., like that. Yes. So count your perimeter very carefully, otherwise you might get the wrong answer. Now, what have we got left to do?
We are only halfway.
So it's probably a good time to.
Yeah, trickier than we are
I
going.
haven't got on the board now.
So whether it was A is to B.
Yeah. 1 and 2/3. I'm giving you some time for that question, so work it out fully. Make sure you get the right answer. Answer. You trying that? You're supposed to be writing in a rough book for that. Maybe 3.5. Get quicker, they're going to work these guys.
4 is 2.
Very quickly, 2 4 5 over 2, isn't it?
Doing this much and then start explaining.
Yeah, no, just do it fully there already. The total area of figures 1 and 4 is very easy. For figure 1, the total area is going to be 18 times 20, 180. Figure 4 is going to be 32 times 12. Correct? And then you're comparing that to the area of figure 2, which is 10 times 18 plus 3, which is. So what are the dimensions of figure 3? 18 plus 12 subtracted 30 from 44. 14 times, I'm looking at the height here, times 40, yes? Okay, and see if those match or not. Okay, that takes a bit of time, so don't rush that. Make sure you get the right answer. I've just been explaining there that the areas for two of those figures, yeah? Some people saying, getting mixture of answers. Some people saying that B, only 2 is true. Well, just check that. You should be able to double check that. There should be no doubt in your mind. I do what you're doing. Carry on if you know what to do. Why is it upon something there?
No,
Oh.
because see this.
Oh, I see. Okay, right. Okay, good. Okay, right. You're going to. Why is it still? Why did you not put it in proper form? Quickly do in proper form. That's why I said 5 over 2, isn't it?
Five.
Yeah. 3 over 5. And what how does that do quickly?
It's a 14, 28. It's a option.
Minus 5. No mistake in anything you wrote there, is it? Half 1 2 thirds. 1 2 thirds. 1 2 thirds. 3 1s, 3 5. Change all that there, run along. Yeah, 5 over 3.
Oh, this is
Well, I don't know yet. There's you made a bloody mess with it. I don't know what that is now. 2. There isn't a 7 over 2 before. B2 then, is it?
5.
B2 you're saying.
B1 I got it. 5.
Did they got 5 or 3? 525 over. Well, I'll be getting the answer for that. B, mostly. I think everybody will agree that's B, isn't it? Yeah. Now, look, I think we're running out of time for today because another. We're on just starting question. You've just done 26. Don't take it off yet. 26 from 50. So we leave that for another day. I think it's getting a bit late now. What time is it now?
32.
Oh, 32. Look, not enough for today. Give some feedback there. We can do that.
We can do that because we won't have to do preparation. Yeah.
So look, we can continue that tomorrow. Is that fine for everybody? If we decide to continue tomorrow, same time, it should only take 1 hour or so to finish because there are some very, very important questions in the last part of that. Is that fine? So I'm going to plan for the same time tomorrow. Jayendra, very, very good. Marmot, thank all of you for joining.
Yeah, thank you all of you.
Very good. Really appreciate that and well done. So we'll continue tomorrow at the same time and continue on from question 27 right through to question 50. Okay. Now, obviously that's a 1 hour paper and exam, but because we're explaining, taking our time like that. Okay, thanks everybody. Thank you very, very much. Well done.